Good evening, everyone. Today we all have assembled here for debate on the topic that has Rajya Sabha became a useless stepney or still a wonderful organ of the parliament. We have proponents from both the sides. We'll start. Simran, please start.
Okay, so I have one point for this that Rajya Sabha having limited powers. That is about the money bill. Hello, am I audible, Shivam?
Yes, you are audible, but your voice is. Yeah, please speak.
I am having the recurring sound. Is my voice clear, Shivam?
Yes, now it's clear. Proceed.
Okay. So I am having one point which is about the limited powers about the Rajya Sabha. I would like to state that the money bill has been passed in which is passed in the Lok Sabha, which has the power for to the speaker, but if I'll talk about the Rajya Sabha, that is having a zero power. In even in the case of joint sitting, as well as the Lok Sabha enjoys as upper hand because of the maximum presentation of the members of Lok Sabha. And in Rajya Sabha, if we speak about the Rajya Sabha, they are having the very lowest maximum minimum representation of numbers, which is again majority been played by the Lok Sabha. So thus my point is very clear. It's about the limited powers about the Rajya Sabha. Anyone want to claim?
Yeah. Right. 2 points I've noticed in your the point. First one you told is no power, and the second thing you told minimum representation. See, no power. I can't agree completely on that because it's a one of the Rajya Sabha. It's not a secondary house. It's a second house of the parliament. That's a point to be noted. It's not a secondary house. It's a second house. Okay. And if you see, it will elect the members who are specialized in their subject. For example, the external minister, like Dr. S. Jaishankar, he's a master in his own stream, and he got elected from the Rajya Sabha, not from the Lok Sabha. And you know what reforms he's bringing in international relations, right? So there are many people like who are elected from Rajya Sabha who are specialized in the respective teams, respective works. And also, if you see the data from 2020 November last year of between November to December, the monsoon session, the efficiency was 103%, and the Lok Sabha efficiency was only 97%. But Rajya Sabha efficiency is 103% in the whole procedure. So I can't completely agree it's a no power. Of course, there are some limitations to Rajya Sabha, but I can't agree that the Rajya Sabha have no power.
So yes, Vamsi, I have said the Rajya Sabha is having the very limited powers. That is about the money bills. That the money bills, the power of money bills is directly related to the Lok Sabha. But Rajya Sabha is having no power related to money bills. That what I have said. That is about the limited power.
But Parliament is not only about the money bills or budget bills, right? So about everything, it's
Yes,
about the private business, right?
yes. Parliament is all about the money bill, and basically Rajya Sabha is a special house. Most of our athletics, sports, and categorization of our various fields are basically dominated or recognized by the upper Rajya Sabha only. And if we talk about the money bill is absolutely passed by the Lok Sabha, the upper house of our parliament. But Rajya Sabha is not useless, right? And if not having a zero power, if we pass any bill, both the houses should be participate, and 2/3 majority of the houses should be there, so that the president may give the assent to the bill, and the bill becomes an act, right?
Yes, Venki, absolutely, absolutely.
Simran, plus countering to your point, I would like to tell you that okay, Rajya Sabha has several limitations regarding money and finance bill, but it does possesses certain special powers which are it includes the ability to pass resolutions which allows the parliament to legislate on matters which are stated in the state list. Second one is that regarding the all India services, that applies both on the union and the state. Plus, very special power, Rajya Sabha has the proclamation, that Rajya Sabha can approve the proclamations of emergency and president's rule when the Lok Sabha is dissolved. So these are few great powers with the Rajya Sabha.
Yes, Shivam. So, sorry for the interruption, Shivam, but I would like to know, is there anyone who is against the motion? Like I have prepared for.
Yeah, let's give chance to others also, right?
Yeah, guys,
let's
please
give
unmute. Shivagopal, Rajalakshmi, Priya.
Because I want to know, because am I the only person who are telling about the against the motion? Because I have prepared for both of the motions, for and against. But as there was no one, so I stood up and said about the against the motion. So I would like to know, is there anyone?
Priya, Rajalakshmi. Okay, Rajalakshmi. Hmm. Shivagopal,
Rajlakshmi is for
Sriti.
against the motion. Rinki and Vamshi, I would like to know, you have prepared for the motion or against the motion?
like we will prepare for both the motion. Actually, we have to prepare for both. Okay, it's not
Acha.
against or like we will prepare. Like we will prepare for both. Overall,
Okay.
overall background of the topic.
Okay, so that no, actually not, so that the points will be very clear about the against and for both. That's why I
Right,
said.
and yes, Shivam, like I would like to argue your point. You told proclamation of emergency, but what happened when the national emergency was implemented? The Rajya Sabha never stopped it, like not even tried to stop it. Right, like this point I have in my mind.
No, that is when the Lok Sabha is dissolved, right? That power is with Rajya Sabha when the Lok Sabha is dissolved.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay, so I would like to throw a second point, that is about the political nominations. So, regardless of the expertise which is in the Rajya Sabha, despite having the connection of the government officials, so the people who are having the connection with the government officials, regardless to any expertise or talents, there is a political appointment when they are in the. If there is even if there is a um, close friendship with the government officials. So also just say Sachin Tendulkar has been the part of this, who has worked only for 24 days out of 374 total days. So yes, there is a political nominees regardless any talent and expertise.
Yes,
Yeah, there's
recently
a
Hema
political
Malini passed
nomination.
resolution.
And I like to add for what Simran said. The ministers who work overshadow the ministers who don't work, and all the resources are being wasted on the ministers who don't even put efforts in working.
Can you tell your point again? No, I couldn't hear it. No, it's not clear.
Am I audible now?
You
Yes.
are audible, but the point is not.
Hi, yes. It's like ministers. Most of the ministers don't work in Rajya Sabha. They work like they don't work, and the resources are being wasted on them.
There are few examples of Sachin Tendulkar and also
Right,
about.
all the celebrities, they were like renominated 2 to 3 times, but they didn't even have like I didn't even hear it.
On the point you tell, most of
You
the ministers don't work because if you see the bills like nota like terrorist against some, I forgot that act name, it's related to prevention of terrorism act, PTA, not NOTA. That act, and also the what is that, dowry prohibition, not dowry prohibition, some prohibition, dowry prohibition act, I guess. And also Jammu and Kashmir 2019 act was also passed, like introduced in Lok Sabha, sorry, Rajya Sabha. So it can't be like none of the ministers are working there.
Yes, I am agreeing with Vamshi. Recently, Hema Malini passes a resolution and tried to give a point on the domestic violence, right? And the bills maybe becomes an act, but it's a wrong concept that ministers are not working and second times they are appointed, if also, but they are not working. It's not like that. It's basically if we join an activity or being a celebrity, you have to maintain all the reputation, right? So 2 to 3 days before, I saw Hema Malini passes a resolution regarding domestic violence, basically on the animals like dog. So nothing like that. Ministers are not working. They are working, but they are basically not highlighting their um, works on the social media. Some of them are basically
Yeah, and one
doing
thing,
their hard
one
work.
more point, one thing, 1 minute, okay, one minute. One more point, like I would argue what Rajlakshmi and Sriti told. If you see the data, like I already mentioned, the data last year monetization was 103% efficient. Well, the data itself tells that, or like how the Rajya Sabha is functioning.
Okay, so I would like to say to Rinki that yes, it's not about all the ministers, Rinki, but it's about some of the ministers who get appointed but do not work, do not see attention about the works which is get involved in the Rajya Sabha. I am talking about the regardless to any expertise that is very much who are the very much closed people to the government officials get enrolled for the seat of the Rajya Sabha. That's what my point was.
Yeah, for
Yes,
that
Simran,
point, I would like to
I'm
tell
also
that.
agree with you, but I am basically highlighted the point which Rajlakshmi has been said. Ministers are not working.
So Simran, are you telling the members who are in Rajya Sabha are like corrupt, like who are in the corrupt and also who are close to the government, they are getting elected?
Not all the I'm not talking about all the people, but see, just take an example of Sachin Tendulkar. Out of the total three, as per the secretariat data I am talking about, as per the secretariat data, the total 374 days were there. Total 374 days were there, and out of 374 days, only 24 days were there that Sachin Tendulkar were present for the Rajya Sabha meeting. And what out of that days, that the difference between that days are too much. So I'm talking about that regardless of expertise and talents, they are just reserving the seats for the government officials of the Lok Sabha officials that who get no vote and got rejected in the Lok Sabha. Their party represent the people in the Rajya Sabha and get elected in the Rajya Sabha seat and occupy the seats only. That's what I'm talking about.
I guess
No, actually, the nomination is based on
yeah,
talent and expertise. After the scrutiny only, they have nominated. It's not like the government officials or the relation. It's not based on the relation with the government.
yes, rightly said, Priya. Like, see, we cannot ask Sachin Tendulkar to put his views on every topic, right? Oh, okay, at some point he can speak something, but the elected members has more responsibility about legislating rather than the nominated members who are coming from a particular field. They are mostly responsible for that field only, right? So if their presence is little bit less, and I don't think that it will make any effect on the movement of the body. Like they are not needed everywhere.
Right, right. I would like to agree with Shivam. And also one more point, like you're telling with Sachin Tendulkar, what he can do if the bill is passed on some other subject? If the bill is passed on some sports regulation, then he can have his knowledge in regulate in giving advices to that. But what if the laws are passed not at all related to such the subject? So it can be right. This also can be done, right?
Yes, I'm totally agree with you both.
And it's a procedure, right? Like there's a provision in the constitution itself, right? Like we need to have some people who are expert in their own subject. Like also we had, I don't know, here we have that Kingfisher ka owner. What his name? I forgot. That guy also have been the Rajya Sabha member, right?
Plus, I would like to
And
say one more thing
uh,
here. Like, see, as when we don't need the particular members, like the Anglo-Indian seats were removed when we didn't have the proper majority in the Indian population, so their seat was removed. Seat was removed. So, if something comes like that, where we don't need a particular person, or sorry, where we don't need a particular seat, then that can be taken care of
Yes, Shivam. Any more points about this? Anyone wants to throw some more points about this?
Yes, yes, I want to add some more points.
Yes,
Like
yes.
Rajya Sabha helps in keeps checks and balances. Like whatever the suggestions or bills, resolutions passed by the Lok Sabha, that Rajya Sabha counters those all things. Like it helps in rechecking all the because in Lok Sabha, all the bills are passed by the majority because the majority party is ruling, so their bills can be easily passed. But in Rajya Sabha, uh, they counter the bills, so it keeps checks and balances. And few more
Yeah,
points,
right, right.
like Rajya Sabha adds legislates on the matters of state list, like all India
Yeah, I would
services.
like. I would
Yes,
like to
yes,
counter
go
your
ahead.
point, Priya. Right? Yeah. So you're telling it will keep checks and balance. What if the important law is passed in the Lok Sabha and politically they stop it? Who will be in the loss? There are many instances where many important bills were stopped by the debate discussions of Rajya Sabha. Like for example, the data protection bill, which was used to like pass by last year, but now this session they are introducing it again. Like many important bills are getting we are not get well, many important laws are not made due to the stoppage by Rajya Sabha debates and discussions, right?
Yes, yes, that is
And there's
politics
no lack
actually.
of
Am I
Yes,
audible?
yes, you are.
Yes, one more point is there. If we basically handle with Rajya Sabha expertise, right? Someone is previously said like Simran. So if we talk about specialist or expertise in uh, some of the field, is this necessary to give a special character to fulfill the requirement of the Rajya Sabha? If we talk about the Lok
yes, it
Sabha,
is
the upper house of
necessary.
the listen now. If we talk about the Lok Sabha, the upper house of the parliament, there is no ministers like if we talk about defense minister or any other minister, they are not the experts, right? So what have the what was the necessary or need to go through or take the points if we talk about the Rajya Sabha? If we see or analysis Lok Sabha having no specialists, on the other hand, we are analyzing Rajya Sabha having the specialist character or expertise on the particular field. Is this necessary or need or useful for this?
Yes.
So Rinki, you are asking whether it is necessary to have a people who are expert in their subject. Am I correct?
Yes, if we talk about Rajya Sabha. So on the other hand, if we
Yeah. Huh. Yeah.
see in the
Ask it
Lok
again.
Sabha, so
Yeah, you're audible.
So anyone wants to throw some more points about this? Anyone is having some more points?
Yeah, it's a need that as far as what I understood, like what Rinki is asking is it required to have a subject specialist in the Rajya Sabha? Am I correct? I don't think she is audible. Am I correct? Anyone can tell me? Am I correct?
Vamshi, can you repeat the question, please?
Like what I understood from Rinki's question is, are the subject experts are required? Like is it required to have a
Yes,
Your
yes,
voice
Vamsi,
is
yes.
not
voice is
clear.
breaking, Vamsi.
Yes, Vamsi.
Shim, can you repeat the question, please? In Vamshi, voice is not clear also.
Vamsi is asking Rinki's
Okay, but
point that
can we?
whether she told that the we should have expertise member in the Lok Sabha, only expertise member.
But it has 12 members, no, which are nominated to Rajya Sabha by the President of India.
Mhm.
They
Yeah, one
contributed
point which
towards
yes, Shriti.
literature, science, and social services.
See, one point which Vamsi told in between was that regarding the like Lok Sabha is not passing things. Lok Sabha is not passing on the what matters which are are of public interest, but it is also of interest of the opposite party. Okay, so regarding that, I would like to say, Vamsi, see, there are like there are few collisions, time of collisions when both the parties, ruling parties and opposition party, वैसे तो they all of the time they are against each other, but regarding some special things like let's take example of this Manipur event where the opposition party was trying to start the where the opposition party wanted to discuss this point. So they wanted to start it with Rule 267, okay, which says that it suspends all other rules of the Rajya Sabha, and it said that the topic can be discussed for endless time. Like it doesn't provide any time limit. And the ruling party, which is the union government, was trying to say that we will discuss this issue under the Rule 176, which is that we can have only 2.5 hour debate, like discussion on this topic. Okay, so union government is okay. They are right at their point that 2.5 hour time is enough to discuss this issue. Like monsoon session is meeting after 6 months, so like less than 6 months, but we have many other things to consider. So we can discuss this point in 2.5 hour and come to the conclusion, and then we can start many other things, or we can move on with the working of the Rajya Sabha. But the opposition party didn't accept this, and they are still against this, and they are saying making obligations on the chairman that chairman is not from their side, like chairman is not trying to listen. So see, these things can happen as discussing it for more than 2.5 hour can interest the opposition party, plus discussing it for 2.5 hour can benefit the ruling government. So there are instances when we cannot say that which thing is beneficial for opposition or ruling party, but at times we need to accept that the Rajya Sabha functioning has a proper set of rules which is taken care of.
Yeah, I also agree with you. It also balance and check. It also check the decisions and balance also, because in some cases in Lok Sabha decision, it may go in favor of the populace sentiment. So Rajya Sabha also keep the it check also and balance also to go
It's
contrary to the
discussed actually. Sorry to interrupt, but
yeah, I know.
I want to add one more point that I think Simran rightly said that Lok Sabha has unique power of introducing money bills and it can't be introduced in Rajya Sabha. Like that, the introduction of resolution of removal of vice president can only be introduced in Rajya Sabha. So this has a plus point in Rajya Sabha, and that can't be introduced in Lok Sabha. So Rajya Sabha has its own distinctions, and Lok Sabha has its own distinctions. So we can't say that it is useless. It became useless.
Yes. So the about the formation of the Rajya Sabha, the Montague-Chelmsford reform proposals were deliberated over the second chamber for the first time in India. At that time, we had this thought of making the Rajya Sabha. The Constituent Assembly favored the Rajya Sabha as a vast country like India with immense diversity required a platform for the states at Parliament to raise their voices and to check the legislation passed in House. So Rajya Sabha has some importance. See, like the we can have examples like growing regional politics, plus emerging populism, cooperative federalism by Niti Aayog, specialists and experts in the House. We do have specialists and experts in the House of Rajya Sabha. There are senior judges, social workers, industrialists, okay, which can debate over any important topic in the Rajya Sabha.
Yes, I also agree, but the thing is that I'm not saying useless. But the thing is that it's basically taking the government extra expenditure to put it in a frame, like both the houses in the parliament, Indian constitution or Indian parliament. It is not useless, But in some of the cases, you can see that there is no use.
See, we can have
But
the
it's
concept.
representative.
Yeah.
It is representative of the states.
Yes, yes, yes. Very rightly said, Priya. See, we can take it as the decentralization of the powers. Okay, the power is not with one. Like the power is not unicameral. It is divided into different organs. Likewise, the union, state, and then gram panchayat, center. Likewise, we have divided the powers. So in the legislation also we have division of the powers, which helps us in proper functioning of the legislative body or the parliament. As Sriti mentioned about the checks and balances.
Shivam, I like to add one point.
Yeah, please do. We have only
That
6 minutes left.
Rajya Sabha has also a permanent body, unlike the Lok Sabha, because the Rajya Sabha is not subjected to dissolution. But it is a 1/3 of its member retire every second year, which is a beneficial because this ensure continuity and also bring a fusion of new and old in house. And this type of arrangement is designed to secure the representation of past as well the current opinion and help in maintaining the continuity for of the public policies, and which is not there in Lok Sabha, because in Rajya Sabha that new generation and means new opinion and old opinion both are there, unlike Lok Sabha. And if I will tell about the review and evaluation about the Rajya Sabha, it has a deeper review of laws, and as it's a complement the first chamber, and it provides a platform to small and regional parties.
Okay, I would like to throw one more point about the Rajya Sabha. That is the limitations of the Rajya Sabha. It's about the unequal representation. Our Rajya Sabha, unlike the U.S. Senate, which sent by 2 members are being sent. So basically, in Rajya Sabha, they are the double numbers. If I compare to the Lok Sabha, they are the double of the numbers of the Lok Sabha present in the Lok Sabha comparatively Rajya Sabha. So basically, when the joint sitting has been made, the opposition party, which is also having the majority party, is combined party. So resolution is when the bills have been passed, the Lok Sabha get qualified to pass the bill comparatively Rajya Sabha, and also it is leading a asymmetrical federalism. If I'll compare to UP, that is UP to have upper hand. If I'll compare to the smaller states, Rajya Sabha is having the member seats having the UPs having is the largest seat comparatively the other state. So yes, it is having an unequal representation. I'll say the Rajya Sabha is having the undistributed representation comparatively Lok Sabha.
Yes, fully agree with Simran.
Anyone wants to counter this?
See, but the seats are distributed on the basis of population, right?
Just a second. Shivam, just a second. Rinki wants to state something. Yes, Rinki, please continue.
Yes, I'm fully agree with you, but the thing is that comparing to Lok Sabha, I'm not saying it's useless. Comparing to Lok Sabha, it becomes a little use.
See,
But
then
the point is why we are comparing. Both are distinct. Like both the bodies are the Parliament of India. We don't need both the bodies same. Like both have their functions.
Yeah,
unique
they have
functions.
separate zones.
I think so.
see, both the houses are distinguished on the basis of certain areas, and okay, one point I'm missing here. I just have to recall. Anyone, please continue. I'll.
Yes. Who said the why we are comparing? I think Priya has said no. So yes, Priya, we thus why we are comparing is about the question itself states that the useless stepney or still a wonderful organ of parliament. So their parliament they're having only 2 states, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and that's what the question is stating. That's why we are comparing between the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha.
But Rajya Sabha has its own functions to do, right? Like, I'm not saying that Rajya Sabha is least important and Lok Sabha is more important.
But the topic itself starts from the comparing, right? Organs of the government. So both the houses should be included in one frame, Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha. So we have to compare.
Okay, so I would like to say anyone is here to counter this point about the unequal representation apart from me and Rinky?
The
Yes, we have to.
the distribution. We have to rejoin, okay, after 1.5 minutes. See, the distribution of the seats is on the basis of population, right? Simran.
Yes, Shivam, continue. Yes.
Yeah. So if it's on the basis of population and you are saying that Rajya Sabha has less member than Lok Sabha, as it is the upper house and it represents the council of states, not the areas from where Lok Sabha members are coming. Like Lok Sabha members are present in the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha is a upper body. So we don't need to have the same number of candidates speaking for the same points which Lok Sabha members are already doing. There is a work difference. That's why. It has the power
Yes,
to protect the it has the power to protect the members of the Lok Sabha, like not members, like in this in sense that whatever points they are taking on or whatever moves they are making, it has Rajya Sabha is there to protect them. So upper body.
Even I want to agree with you.
Yeah. See, there is only one CEO, and the members of the I don't know the working of the corporation, but there are the high in the hierarchy people become less. Okay, there are less people in the hierarchy. We need to rejoin. Okay. Okay, so we are here. Simran, did you get my point?
Yes, can you pardon, please, Shivam?
Okay. See, the point was that in the hierarchy there are always less people. The Rajya Sabha is the protector of the Lok Sabha, like the council of the state members of the. It is the council of the states. Okay, so where the representatives are elected indirectly, and Lok Sabha they are elected directly. So Rajya Sabha has the power to stop any like Rajya Sabha protects the Lok Sabha members and their views, right? It is a upper house body. So that's why the members are less. If you are going to have the same number of members, that what is the point of having two different bodies? Rajya Sabha is there for its purpose.
Yes, totally agree with you, Shivam. Yes, definitely. So I would like to throw one more point. So, Rajya Sabha is having regressive in terms. If I'll see about the two main bills are being rejected by the Rajya Sabha. That is certain progressive bills. That is 24th Amendment Bill in 1970 for abolishing privy purses, and also in 1989 that is 64th and 65 Amendment Bill seeking to empower local government, which has been rejected by the Rajya Sabha, and later on in 1989 from the 1989 to 1993 it passed on 1993, so it's been a long time. So Rajya Sabha, often I would like to say Rajya Sabha is very regressive in terms. It often reject the important bills, and that is power given to Rajya Sabha. So probably so regressive in terms means that it often utilizes their powers and sometimes controls the powers, and often rejects some important bills which is very bad for the constitution or for the people of the country. So yes, it is regressive in terms.
What was the 24th Amendment Act? What was it
It is
about?
about the It is about the privy purses. As much as I know, the ruling families of erstwhile princely states, as the part of their agreements to first integrate with India in 1947 after the independence of India, and later to merge. So something it is related to privy, like ruling families of erstwhile princely states.
What
Okay,
is the
so
other amendment you told? Is it 69 or 64?
so Simran, you said that the 24th Amendment Act was not passed by the Rajya Sabha, right?
I am saying it was rejected, despite as having a very like important bill. So it was been rejected by Rajya Sabha with no proper explanation.
In the 1971.
So I think private purchase bill was rejected in 1970.
Yeah, as far as I can see in the Lakshmikant, the 24th Constitutional Amendment Bill was passed in 1971. Okay, so I don't have any information about this topic, about this particular point.
So do we conclude?
Okay, so in conclusion from my side, I would like to say that Rajya Sabha has been transformed. Sorry?
Shivam, I would like to stop you, Shivam. So
Ah,
I just wanted to know anyone is having prior information about 64th Amendment and 65th Amendment. If we can discuss about these amendments, anyone is having about like information about this? It is about the local governments. Okay, so yes, Shivam, you continue.
Can we discuss that in next week debate, 64th and 65th, right?
Yes,
it's,
Vamsi.
we cannot discuss it like
ठीक
a
है, we'll
debate. Vamsi,
right,
debate पे
right,
तो discuss नहीं
right,
कर
right,
सकते
right.
ना?
It's not a debate. Like
Yeah,
we can
discuss.
share our views.
We can
Okay.
discuss it, na?
Yes, so amendments part is there in Lakshmikant, I guess, right? There is one separate part on amendments.
Right at the end,
So,
at the end, you'll be having a
yeah,
team.
in the end, it is there. So we can have one class on it.
Right, we can we can discuss like a class, not like a debate. Next week we'll do this.
Yeah, we can have a
If
class on it.
if everyone is ready, then we can have a small session about these amendments.
Yes, ready.
Okay, so we'll conclude then. In conclusion, my point will be that Rajya Sabha has been transformed from a useless stepney tire to the most useful and supporting organ in the past few debates. Okay, reason being the special powers with the Rajya Sabha and legislation in new areas, as there is increasing demand in legislation on a wide ranges of issues. Plus, constitutional amendment bills. Rajya Sabha has also played a key role in introduction and passage of several important constitutional bills, including 76th Amendment, 81st Amendment, 86th. Plus, it has a deliberative function. So, Rajya Sabha also serves as a deliberative function, providing opportunity for scrutiny, enabling greater executive accountability, and holding debates on a variety of public issues. These functions are also seen as a safeguard against the potential absolutism of unicameral legislature. You guys can have your points.
Yeah, and I would like to quote what Dr. S. Radhakrishnan have told, who is the first vice president. It means that he's the first chairman of Rajya Sabha. So what he told is Rajya Sabha can help does not pass the hasty legislations passed by Lok Sabha. So this is a quote he have mentioned as the first Rajya Sabha chair. I will send that exact quote in the group. Yeah, and one more thing. Actually, why did I choose this topic is like when yesterday, not yesterday, day before yesterday, when I was writing the main question, there is one question related to this only, like what's the role of Rajya Sabha, evolution of the role of Rajya Sabha, like is it a useless stepney tire or it's still a good organ of parliament. So I thought of having this debate. So I suggest like we can write the answer today itself. It's a 150 word answer. So it's like let's try to write that after the debate.
Yes, the quote
It
by
is in
Radhakrishnan.
GS paper 2, right?
Please speak.
It is in GS paper 2, right?
GS paper 2. Yeah. Like 2019 or 2020, I couldn't
Actually, I want to
recollect the exact.
actually I was joined, but I was not there with my phone. So I want to ask one question: that is anyone mentioned the topic point on the proclamation of the president's rule?
Yes, it was there. Like when the Lok Sabha is dissolved, Rajya Sabha gets certain powers regarding the functions of Lok Sabha and regarding the president rules also.
President rule? Yeah. Okay, that's why I asked.
Yes. See, quote by Dr. S. Radhakrishnan was that the Rajya Sabha has no doubt can't make or unmake governments, but can be an effective deliberative body.
No, not that quote. I will send in the group. Just give me a second.
Okay, Vamsi. So, points? Any other points?
So, yes, Shivam, I would like to throw some more points about for the motion. You guys, like, I don't know whether the time was very resumed or just for the like time. There were some points that we missed, like transfer of subject from state to union, and then the emergency provisions.
Yeah,
Then
I
about the creates additional all India services. So we missed these kind of points. So these are
I
very
also
under the
special
all
powers.
India.
under the special powers, when this was my first point only, under the special powers, I told that though Rajya
Yes, one
Sabha cannot introduce money or finance bill, it does possess certain special powers under its federal function. These include the resolution of Parliament to allow legislate on the measures stated in the state list, creation of all India services that apply to both union and the states, and approve proclamations of emergency and president rules when the Lok Sabha is dissolved.
From Article 312, na?
Yeah, this was
Right?
my first point only. Yes.
Yeah,
Also,
from Article 312 only. The Parliament.
also about Article 370, like Rajya Sabha plays a very vital role. At the last day, there were like ayes and noes, then there were the many people who were with the ayes, and the Article 370, the Rajya Sabha supported this and played a very vital role for Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh people. So the Article 370 played a very important role, while Rajya Sabha played a very important role and in duration of Article 370. Is if anyone is having any idea about this?
Like this was passed in the Rajya Sabha and later on also the voting done in Rajya. Like this was done overnight, I guess.
So I am not having much information about this, but I find it very important. So I discussed it with you all. If Vamshi is having any clarification about this.
Which one? Article 370.
Yes, Article 370, which is itself a very profitable topic. If we'll talk about Indian polity.
Yeah, it was about the abolition of monarchy, right?
Yes. Okay, so
Like,
also about
see, Simran.
actually I have yes.
Yeah, see, it's like the parliament of the country didn't have any right to make laws on the Jammu and Kashmir earlier in any matter other than foreign, defense, and communication. Okay, also the Jammu Kashmir was not allowed to make its Jammu Kashmir was allowed to make its own constitution. So 370 gave the powers to the union.
So Rajya Sabha played a very vital role in this.
Yeah,
That's
as
what
the as the BJP has the, I should not use this word, but as BJP had the majority in the Rajya Sabha, they did this overnight in the Rajya Sabha only. Okay, and passed this bill.
Correct.
So I guess for the motion, people have it that Rajya Sabha has transformed from a useless stepney tire to the most supportive organ of the government.
I would like to throw one more point about criticism, Shivam.
Hmm.
As far as I know, like Aadhaar bill was passed by saying it is a money bill, though Rajya Sabha has not proclaimed it. Rajya Sabha has not gotten the opportunity to raise a voice about this. So it is also about this. Rajya Sabha doesn't get the opportunity to raise the voice if the majority of the people of Lok Sabha are with them. So yes, Aadhaar bill was passed by saying that it's a money bill. So it is also a criticism about Rajya
So
Sabha.
if it is coming as a money bill, it has certain rules to follow, right? We cannot make any bill a money bill. Yes, it was a trick by the government. We accept. We
Yes,
do
that's
accept.
what I'm saying.
Yes, it
Trick.
was a trick, but when something is right on the papers, you'll have to accept it. If you are able to present any bill as a money bill, so you cannot do anything, right? So if it's right on the paper, then it's right.
No, Shivam, what I want to state, no, if the certain bill has been passed by saying just it is a money bill, just to like stop the voice about of the Rajya Sabha, so it will create a problem. No? It will mislead the problem. That's what I want to state. That's what I am saying. Now, Lok Sabha is having the majority. Lok Sabha is having the majority of the people. And they are raising the voice. They are just converting the bills to the money bills so that they can stop the voice of the Rajya Sabha. I just want to state this. If anyone wants to counter this point or want an add in addition to points, can claim it.
The same thing only. Like if it is right on the paper, it is right. You cannot outlook the political side of the Rajya Sabha, right?
Can you pardon Shivam what you are writing? You're
Like
telling about the writing.
you cannot cut off the political side of Rajya Sabha.
As in, for example.
For example, same you were saying that it was presented as a money bill. So if some party is in power and if it's right that if it's correct to be in the on the documents, if it's right, if it is right on the papers, like it is okay documentally, then like no one can object.
That's correct thing. If that article
Vamshi, you're not.
Vamshi, your voice is lagging.
I think we should conclude. Rather, we can do that. We can discuss it later on in the next time.
Shivam, you are saying if it is right, right? So
Hmm.
if it is right, then will it becomes an act, now. So
Yes.
everything we are having in front of the parliament, so it is in a written form, right? So
Yes.
how would you like to say that if it is right, then it so if it is right, then it will become an act, not before that, na?
So if they are presenting any bill in form of a money bill, see, money bill has certain criteria to be followed, right?
Yes.
yeah, sorry, there's a network drop. Am I audible?
Yes, yes, Vamshi.
Yes, you are.
Uh, so what I was telling, what I'm telling, sorry, what I was telling. Sorry, I forgot what I'm telling.
Okay, see, Lok Sabha speaker has the power to say that if it is a money bill or not, right? So if the speaker of the Lok Sabha is saying that it is a money bill, and Rajya Sabha cannot hold it, then where is the point to say that it's wrong or whatever?
You said that if the thing is written on the paper, it should be right, or it will be considered as a right.
मेरे
Sorry to interrupt you, Rinki, Shivam. Just
Mhm.
I was just wanted to know if anyone is having information. The Lok Sabha speaker is been appointed by the elected people of the Lok Sabha, like who has been chosen by the people, or or they are the independent person. The Lok Sabha speaker is
No,
an
elected.
independent.
He's also the MP. No. The speaker itself is also an MP. He's also
Is
elected by
also
the
an MP.
right.
But
So
he or she should
is he
be
from the
independent.
opposition party? Is he
Speaker
from the
is
opposition?
no, he can be. He is from the sitting members of the Lok Sabha. He is chosen among the sitting members of the Lok Sabha only. And
Okay, okay, okay.
Rinki, what I wanted to say was that, see, if the chairman is saying, chairman is agreeing that it is a money bill, then there is no point of discussion left because chairman has the power to agree or disagree with a bill, whether it is a money bill, a financial bill or not. So I'm saying that on the paper, it means that if the chairman is agreeing with the thing that it is a money bill, then it is a money bill.
Right. It completely depends on the speaker. If he agrees, then it's a money. Then or else not.
Yes, if he agrees, then it is a money bill.
And Simran, one more thing. If they if they trigger the government,
Only
they trigger
chairman
the
or the speaker of the Lok Sabha. Both now?
No, no, not chairman. Speaker of the Lok Sabha. The speaker of the Lok Sabha has the power.
Yes, yes. Earlier you said chairman, right? If I'm
Oh,
not
sorry.
wrong.
Slip of tongue.
Yes, Vamshi, you please continue what you are telling.
what I was telling is, even though they have triggered the opposition, even though they triggered the whole parliament, if there is something wrong in the trick, why would the opposition will be silent? They would definitely ask debate on that, right? Where there are many motions like in our parliament, like question hour, many things to ask to like make accountable, right? Make the ruling party members accountable, right? If there is no logic in the trick, if there's something wrong in the trick, they would try their best to stop that legislation. And
Yes.
also the Rajya Sabha, as I earlier mentioned, it is to stop the hostile legislations passed by Lok Sabha, like the farm bills. What happened in the farm bills? Was hostile, of course. Like we are not here to discuss farm bills, but but from one perspective, it is a hostile legislation, and they try to stop it. So the Pakat they try to stop it. If they have tricked, no matter like if they have tricked it to change the law and try to pass it, definitely they will stop it. There might be some fear in the trick.
Yes, Vamshi, I totally agree with you. But the thing is, it is about the majority of the people that is ruling the Lok Sabha. Then what is the
Yeah,
point to stop? There is no one to
then what
stop
is the
it.
point of having a Rajya Sabha? What is the point of having the Rajya Sabha? They should stop it, right?
But as it is
Like
converted
there are
into
many
ordinary,
we can the vice the chairman of Rajya Sabha can pass the bill to the joint sitting or whatever it is.
Speaker of the Lok Sabha, na?
See, did the Aadhaar bill caused any harm to the nation? Like,
no,
No.
no, Shivam. Like if we are telling about this, the Aadhaar bill is the any any negative impact. So it's been an year. It's been several years you are telling about. What about the bill has been passed and it will play a negative role? You are telling this because Aadhaar bill was quite relevant. It's a profitable to the country.
that's why the
Am I
speaker
right?
of the that's why the speaker of the Lok Sabha considered it as a money bill and has passed it to the upper house. There were discussions on this topic, right? They debated,
Yeah.
then only they passed it on.
Then they only conclude.
Plus, the president consent was there.
Yes, yes, correct, correct.
Yeah. So because of bicameral legislative assemblies we are having, like bicameral parliaments, organ, it is quite okay that things are getting discussed and then only they are being passed on.
So I think it was a wonderful session with you all. I really enjoyed. I
Simran,
learned
you
some.
very good fun today.
No, I think you all did very well. I have prepared for
You
both.
are
But
wonderful.
actually, at the last time when I've seen there is no one for the against the motion, so I have started about the against. Actually, I have prepared for the for motion.
No, we also making on for
Guys,
and against.
wait. So we'll end this debate. I'll stop the recording and then we'll continue with the discussion. Whatever.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
thank you for
So
joining,
thank you.
everyone. We are concluding the debate on the against the motion. People have agreed with us on the point that Rajya Sabha is an supportive and important organ of our democratic republic.